Murphy.
Yes.
Unity.
We were just talking about Rick James.
That was cold-blooded. Sorry. So, welcome everybody to yet another episode of Renegades React, and we're watching more Cowboy Bebop. And I got hyped for the wrong episode yet again.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, because this is still a great episode. I love this episode. But I thought it was another episode.
Oh, you were hyped for this one.
No, I was hyped for the next
I
one.
thought you were talking about like last time.
No. I was hyped for the next episode.
Yeah.
Whereas this
You're
episode
hyped for
is
season or for episode
11.
Sorry,
Whereas,
I had 3 shots.
What?
Yeah.
Excuses.
We're all having a little bit of fun. I mean, my drink's over there. I'm probably gonna walk up and grab it whenever we start the reaction.
Sippity dippity.
Yeah, and we're all having fun. We're all just sitting here on the couch watching one of the greatest animes of all time. And yeah, we're going to be watching episode 10, Ganymede Elegy. So we are now entering the decade mark of the official series. And so far, would you say, are there any episodes that you've been really bored by or have been like left out by?
I think, so far it's just been absolute garbage. And that's
Well,
why I'm here at
well, at
number
least you're
10.
honest.
No,
At least you're honest.
I think that it's more so left an impression on me as a whole as to like the variation and
the anthology nature of the
yeah,
show.
and kind of how like each episode kind of really focuses on bringing a specific character into a more deep and interesting figure in the show. Like Spike has now put on more layers than just being like, oh, the tough guy that smokes.
Yeah.
Now
Who
you
also
understand
does
he's got
karate.
a heart.
He's like an
He's
onion, man.
like, I mean, there's layers to the guy. He's just not a cigarette smoking
Just thinking
d-bag
the
that
whole
fights.
time.
Yeah.
So it keeps doing that with characters. I do appreciate that, like, the episodes are really deep within themselves and how, like, there's characters that we probably won't ever see again, but who somebody's talking about because they really built them up in that episode. So
Yeah.
yeah, I've liked it a lot so far.
And that's good. I'm glad that you're enjoying it so far.
More so as a whole than just like one specific.
Yeah.
episode.
It's just that I'm just glad that as a whole you're enjoying the series, and I can't wait for you to witness the rest of the series. Because you talked about character building and all that. There's plenty more where that came from, my friend.
Mhm.
And some of it will, I hope won't, but it'll probably tear your heart in half.
Oh, I'm sure.
And, well, as for you, Andrew, I mean, are there any episodes that stick out to you, or are you pretty much in the same boat enjoying it as a whole?
Oh, I would say I'm in the same boat as enjoying it as a whole. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, just like I said, like you said, just where it's an anthology, it's always just something new. Like I said, you're not picking up off of like last week and having
Yeah.
that brush up on what happened.
Yeah,
I
there's
mean,
there's no last time on Dragon Ball Z.
Exactly.
Grunting.
I know personally, I kind of find that the first time you watch it, you sort of do enjoy it as a whole. Then if you go back through again, you start getting like specific favorite episodes. But it's almost like every time you watch it, you add to your list of favorite episodes.
Yeah, that's with me the same thing. Like, I cannot think of a bad episode in this entire series.
Pretty much.
Like for me, going back and rewatching Avatar: The Last Airbender, there's several episodes that aren't that good, but there's one that is just, oh my god, I can't believe it actually exists because it makes no sense. It literally does nothing. And for a show that is so dedicated to telling us a great story, it has just this empty plot hole of an episode where you're just like, what was the point? And whereas this, the story doesn't always connect to the previous episode, which that's one thing, but when the story within that episode is enough to really sink your teeth into, it's enough of something that really drags you in and really gets you embroiled in this story. Like, for instance, you with episode 8, you liked Rocco. You thought Rocco was an awesome character.
Right.
And, we're not going to see him again because, unfortunately, he died. And that's the nature of the show. That's just how it is. It's these people who are on board of the ship, the Bebop, entering in and out of people's lives, and we see through their interactions whether or not they leave a lasting impression or if it's just a passing thing that they're pretty much immediately going to forget about them afterwards.
Right.
I mean, it's just that's how life goes.
I like the walk-on characters. I like the old men, the group of old men.
those the consistency of those three is awesome.
The animals are represented as pretty awesome in every aspect.
Love Ein. Ein is awesome. And then there was the cat in episode 7.
Right.
I love the cat. The cat.
I mean, and was it like a frog on that one lady said?
Oh, it was a turtle.
Or a turtle?
It was a turtle, yeah. The turtle, like, as soon as she was nervous, it, like, creeped back inside of its shell.
I mean, like, the animals are super cool. I like how they're doing things with those wonderful things.
Yeah, of course.
I love animals.
I wonder if, if you were in this episode, if you wouldn't, like, have a bearded dragon just draped across your chest, like have a Zilla right there, and you'd just be like, "What's up?"
Every time something stupid's going on, bearded dragon's reaction to everything is just they just like open their mouths at shit,
Yeah,
I'm hungry.
It's like you're stupid.
I'm cold. I want out. Like, okay.
And then of course
I want to be put back
and then
in
of
my
course
tank.
when you get annoyed, it crawls up on your shoulder and it glares at that person that you're annoyed at, and their beard turns black. I think that'd be awesome.
That's pretty
That would
funny.
be so
I gotta
sick.
ask though, because it just reminded me. I don't know if Lucy's ever done this, but have you ever seen a cat look really surprised about something?
Yes.
Like that. Chance's girlfriend's cat. The first time I met it, it's this big, chubby, orange cat. Or
Fucking pumpkin.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a pumpkin of a cat, and like I let it sniff my hand, and for some reason it went and like opened its mouth.
Must
and
have been
its eyes
digging
got
at
really
them
wide, and
balls.
it was just like the
That's how you should
funniest
wash
thing
his
I've ever
hands.
seen an animal do. It was fucking
Actually,
great.
the funniest thing for me is watching cats get brain freeze by licking ice cream.
God,
to it.
yeah.
That's
Like all of a
Nico.
sudden,
Yeah.
like all of a
My
sudden,
dog Nico, man.
yeah,
He did
Nico was awesome.
He did one of the craziest things ever. My friend John
Yes.
walked from his place after just making love to a woman
As you do.
and didn't take a shower and came over, and my pit bull, a Staffordshire Bull Terrier,
Yes.
jumped off the porch to go greet him. As soon as he smelled his leg, pissed right on him. He said, "No, I smell your hormones. Let me tell you something. I'm the man. Not you. I'm the man."
Nico was a special kind of dog.
Right
He was
there,
a
just
sweetheart.
like
He was a fucking sweetheart.
straight ass lifted his leg up and pissed all over my friend.
Like,
Like,
probably up high. He needed to knock him down to earth a little
right,
bit.
yeah.
Right.
I'm the man, by the way.
He's like,
You're not that cool, bro.
Like he's walking onto your property, probably in his head singing, "Feel like making sup, Nico." Oh God,
Well, that dog was just crazy,
he was.
as
He was a
Nate can
sweetheart.
tell you.
Yeah,
You know,
and big pooper, like loafs of shit that big around. I
Didn't
kid
need
you
to know
not.
that, but fair enough.
yeah.
It's the little details.
Yeah, trust me, I had to clean it up plenty. But anyway, we're going to jump into this episode. This one is called Ganymede Elegy. This one, this is a good episode. So let's
As they all are.
as they all are, yes. So here we go. 3, 2, 1.
It's a good way to start.
What's up, Ein?
We were just talking about dog shit.
Hey,
No, dude.
That's how you get knocked out around here.
I'd elbow that fucker right on the nose.
Dude, if I was on, I'd just bite him in the dick. It's not like he can do anything.
Hey, what's up, Ed? Nice acrobatics.
Yeah, good rolls.
Get him,
Went
Ed.
feral.
Oh,
Yeah, rip that thing off. Get revenge for Ein.
She just hacking into stuff that Mike Tyson did.
And I'm just like, I thought you evolved past.
badass pocket watch.
Very unique looking.
Oh.
It's like a Prince music video. Spotlight in the rain.
This is what it sounds like when doves cry. Doo, 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 doo.
What's he spacing out about? Ready, so we can hand over that pathetic bounty head. I want my reward in nice crisp bills. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa, Jet, you haven't even gotten permission to land yet.
I'm working on it.
You weren't thinking of some sweet thing from your past, were you? Someone who cried over you, huh? Or maybe it was somebody who made you cry.
Didn't I just say you're obnoxious?
Oh man, Jet, I can't believe it. Yeah, it's you all right. Top of your head's looking a little sparse, but other than that, same old dog.
Yeah,
I can relate to
long time
that.
No see, bud. Got a bounty head to hand over to you boys. Baker Poncherero.
So, you're a bounty hunter. Never thought I'd hear that. The guy they called the Black Dog because once you got your teeth into something, you never let go of the old Rip Van Winkle.
Well,
The old
he
riff
used to be a
raff.
cop, huh? That explains it.
Just shooting the shit. You know, old friends do that.
Yeah, Lisa.
Oh, huh?
Here he goes telling him where she's at.
I like that my Japanese lessons let me read Ganymede in the title.
Sure, it's not easy for a woman living alone trying to keep body and soul together.
Are we in the Velvet Room?
I don't know. I feel like we should have a cigar though.
You have to walk out with no place to go.
First time he's home in
Thoreau.
years, of course he's gonna go see her.
Like a
So if you think
sign said the riot police.
they're not, you know.
The what?
The riot police. I guess it's what Thoreau police or whatever.
Really, man.
Hello.
Bouncy.
What'd you put that stuff on for?
Beautiful skin can only be maintained by tireless efforts, which are ultimately totally futile. Understand?
I love Ed. Just so oblivious
Yeah.
and so curious.
And a genius.
Oh yes, definitely a genius.
Elise is gone.
Whoa.
What a shock. Is it really you?
Is that her son who's his?
No. You'll have a little drink, won't you?
It's like as hard as she smashed those together, that one of those glasses should have broke.
Nah.
You're my last customer.
It really depends on the take of the glass.
New Island mortgages are high, and the bankers aren't too understanding. Must be hard for you to manage.
It's so like you to worry about things like that. And how about you? You must be married.
No, just wandering around with some weirdos.
I can think right now, Faye and Spike's ears are just like, ow, damn, what the hell? Oh, God, no.
Nice catch.
Damn. Oh.
Name's Rince Salome.
Second nice catch.
Oh.
Last night he had a run-in with a money guy named Law Rentz.
Murder.
A lowlife.
What's the bounty on this guy?
1.8 million, and it'd be an easy catch.
It's a lot of cheese.
Because all you gotta do is pretend that you don't know about the bounty, wait for him to turn his back, and then hands behind, done. Oh, girl, you gotta.
Shiny.
She gotta be burning up. Hey!
The hell is it?
I don't
know
know.
what to do with it.
Some bitch.
It's like a.
Back then, when I got home from work, you were always there waiting for me. And that was all I needed. Just you. When I came back home, the only thing there was that pocket watch. That and a small piece of paper that had just one word written across it, farewell. And little by little, I felt something inside of me go numb. After 6 months, I made a kind of bet with myself. A pledge. That I would leave this planet and start a new life. I just wanted to know why. Why you disappeared like that.
You seem to think that time really has stopped here. That's a story from long ago. And I've forgotten about it.
I almost said something terrible. I'll refrain.
Just do it. Nobody cares.
Fuck these bitches, man. You know, that's what I'm trying to say.
I was thinking it, but I wasn't gonna say
If
it.
she feels that way about it, slam that shot and walk out the door, and don't ever think about that whore again.
I'd have grabbed me a second one and then left.
I would have
Like
went.
she can't even have
Bottle.
you know, the decency
Done.
to answer your question.
Here I've been for years, Karen.
Good on you there, Spike.
Yeah, bring us back to the fun, Spike.
I have a bounty on my head.
Well, you killed somebody.
all
It tends
over.
to happen.
Most times, anyway.
Yeah,
It's
true.
not your fault. Let's go. We've got to run right now.
Oh, she's the cradle robber, too. What?
So it's not that big of a difference. It's not like she's in her 40s. And he's
How
20.
old's the bald bearded dude?
41, 42, I think.
When was he seeing this 27-year-old?
Oh, no, he's 36. Sorry.
He seems like a young cat to me. That's
Well,
all I'm
looks like
saying.
all my
He's
good
27.
karma's finally paying
Okay.
off.
It's what it said on his bounty.
Sorry, but this is business.
She's acting like Mama San, and she's the one got him fucked up.
As they tend to do.
Yeah, that pistol's not going to do much, kid.
He's got to hit it first. Not a very good shot, is he?
No. Oh. Incoming! Woo! That was close.
What's up?
I'm after a head worth 1.8 million.
What? I'll take care of this. You can go back.
You're not gonna let him get away, are you?
When I was a cop, this was my beat. I'm the black dog, and when I bite, I don't let go. Listen carefully. Cut your engines now.
Jet!
Well, hey, he tried.
I don't know if you've ever flown in like a flight simulator, but it's harder to fly like that than you'd think it'd be.
Well, yeah, because elevator controls are now left and right in terms of gravity.
Yeah, but his pride's on the line because this other dude's doing his old lady. He's getting it. He's like,
Yoink.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
Well, like reeling in a big fish.
that's not going to help you, bro.
Nah.
She's just like, yeah, I'm an asshole.
Oh, man.
They just went full Titanic.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow. Yeah, you're right. A lot of time has passed. Now I'm gonna whip your ass. Point that gun at me.
If I let him go now, someone else will be after him tomorrow. And by then, you'll be an accomplice.
Stay away!
You still have time.
Wow.
Stop protecting me!
This disrespectful.
That's just how you were back then. You decided everything. In the end, you were always right.
Yeah, because you make
When I
such
was there
great
with you,
decisions,
I never
obviously,
had to
you
do
fucking
anything for
idiot.
myself.
I can't hardly watch
I wanted
this.
to live my own life, make my own decisions, even if they were terrible mistakes.
Oh, wow, Einstein. Yeah.
I don't want to go to
I'll
prison.
drive his
Please,
ass.
no.
Come on.
Help me, please help
I
me.
think he
No.
honestly is just too numb to really register it.
If this bitch gets up and tries to shoot him again, I'm... Really?
Shouldn't have let him have it. Spike should have went after him.
Spike would have just kicked his ass. But then, of course, he'd have probably had to have killed her because...
They think he'll get off with a self-defense plea.
Must have misheard.
I
I
don't
thought he
think
said
he'll
take
be
care of
waiting
her or
very long.
whatever.
Because time never stands still, you know?
Bye, bitch.
Yes! It's the best way it could have ended.
Amen.
Thank you.
Okay.
He has no reason to keep it anymore. He's like, well, she's obviously dumb.
Man, that shit got me more invested than any episode I've watched up to this point. Honestly, that's my
it's
favorite.
relative in some ways because
That's my
I think
favorite
we've
one.
all been. I think in some cases we've all been in a pursuit of a relationship like that where the person feels like they have to venture out on their own and make their own decisions, even if they're terrible ones, and it always winds up bad, and then next thing you know, they always wind up in a bad situation, and you
Laugh a bunch.
Well, no, and sometimes,
I'm good.
sometimes because of some feeling you had for them, you sort of bail them out, or you sort of just like it, and it's.
Chemicals make you feel things.
Like, you
man.
probably would help them out, but then afterwards you would be like, "Why the fuck did I do that?"
Well,
Like, there was no.
okay, there was a girl I helped out. I not only gave her a ride somewhere to get some to it's pretty much just a ride to her parents' house, which was about 2.5 hours away. I also, because of previous stuff, gave her around $500, and the reason for that is because she stated that she needed it to buy a car. She needed to at least get a down payment to where she could get a car.
That's when you're supposed to say, "Sucks to be you."
No, I did.
Hand her a job application.
Keep in mind, I was about 25, 26 at the time. I'm 31 now. Hey, birthday was yesterday.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it was the day before yesterday, because right now it's the 24th.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Oh shit! Happy birthday, man! I
Thank
didn't
you.
realize that.
It's okay. But yeah, me being 31 now, I realize, well, the decisions she made after were fair decisions. I mean, she got a car, she got a job, she moved back in with her parents, and so far she's done pretty well for herself. But I think to myself every now and again, maybe I shouldn't have. But at the same time,
that's really a you thing.
No, I know.
If you don't feel betrayed, you feel like you did the right thing and you had genuine feelings for somebody.
Yeah,
there's no shame in your game if you're just being an honest, good person.
But
when you're at this point and she's like, "Oh, I don't remember that," and blah blah blah, and you're like, "All right, bye, bitch."
But she
Fine,
remembered
fuck
fully.
my
It's
feelings.
just she didn't have the ovaries to really tell him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for all these women out there saying "woman up," it's like, yeah, woman up. Tell the truth. Be honest. That's all I'm at. Like, that's all I ask. Because the reason why me and her broke up is because she couldn't accept the fact that I didn't want to do the path in life that she wanted. See, the main thing she wanted me to do, she wanted me to to stay in college and this and that, and I was just like, no, I don't want to do that. Honestly, I've wasted too much of my time in college, and I can probably make enough in the private sector to make a pretty decent living, especially with my talents and all that. And she couldn't accept that, and that was that. It was like a good 7 month relationship that I fell for this girl hard, dude. I did. I fell for her hard, and we still talk sometimes, but nowhere near what we used to. But
yeah,
she's doing fairly good for herself. I'm happy for her. But
it is what it is. And
it is, but
it comes down to a lot of absolute savagery to me, because I know how human beings are.
Yeah.
And this shit's all beautiful, but this is a cartoon. When it comes down to real life, he's chasing this motherfucker down in a jet knowing that motherfucker's dogging my woman. In his heart, he cares for her. He's carrying around this locket. In a primal way, there's a beast inside of you that's territorially pissing all over everything like, no.
Well, you got to see how much of a bitch he was, too.
Well, no, in all honesty, Chad, the thing is, I think he became desensitized. He still had the watch as a reminder, but overall he became desensitized of his full relationship with her.
Well, he realized something that happens, at a certain point with things like that, when you realize that you're putting them on a pedestal is you putting them on a pedestal, and here's what they really are at base level.
Yeah.
When the feelings are actually gone and you can just look at them as the fucking person that they are, you feel like a fucking moron, and you take that pocket watch and throw it in a fucking lake or
Yeah,
the river.
well,
I can
yeah,
agree with that for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I mean,
it dissipates over time for sure.
Well, yeah, I mean, if the feeling goes away, but there's still a remnant of it there that seeks is longing for resolution in some way.
It's a hungry ghost.
It is.
That's what it is. You got a dead part of your side that's starving for life that don't exist anymore. In relationships like that, I think that it's okay to have feelings about a memory of something that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
It's not like you look at that person in their current walk through life and be like, I feel that about you. It's I feel a certain way about who I was and what my story is. It's not about them. It's about your experience as a person.
Yeah.
Well, it's about who they were at the time too.
But
like,
then again,
people
it can
change
be
as well.
about who you thought they were at the time.
Well, like I've always said, it's like there's a couple of people that I've been with that they're dead. They don't
exist.
They don't
they don't
to you
exist
anymore.
in the form that they were when I was with them.
I agree with that.
Because like the way that they completely changed and proved to me that they weren't the person I thought they were, proves to me that the person that I was with is not a person that exists.
Yeah.
So like whatever they are now is whatever they are now, but it's not the person that I was in love with. So,
I feel that.
yeah.
Well, an interesting parable for that for me, in terms of relationships over time and how people change and all that, especially of previous relationships, is I have now known my parents longer divorced than I did when they were together. Because my parents got fully divorced when I was 13, but they were married from 1984 till around 2001. So they were all around married for 17 years, and now they've been apart for 18 years.
Damn.
And that to me is a strange thing, because I remember who my parents used to be back when they were married. You know, I remember the times that, we're happy whenever we would like do Halloween, whenever we do Christmas, whenever we go on vacations, whenever birthdays would happen and all that. And then I remember the whole thing that caused it. It was rumors of an affair that my mom did not believe my dad on. And thus it all fell apart, because my dad proclaimed his innocence. My mom didn't believe him because my mom listened to all the gossip fiends, which she has now gone on to say she shouldn't have, because my dad was fully exonerated when not only did it prove that my dad did not have an affair, but the woman tried to have an affair with my dad, and he told her no straight out. I mean, they found this out years and years later, because the person who conducted the investigation didn't disclose any information to my mom, because my mom said, I don't care what he says. I don't believe you. It just got to that point. There was so much stress in their relationship that my mom didn't want to listen to him anymore, and she just wanted to believe what everyone else was saying instead of what was really happening. And then years later, she actually phoned up where my dad used to work, for an order. It was a wood company, and then turns out she actually shot the shit with one of the people that my dad used to work with, and through the grapevine, she heard that the guy who conducted the investigation in the company still worked there, and my mom was curious now. And then when she found out that all the information, she was just struck by it. She couldn't believe that she did that. She couldn't believe that she wouldn't listen, all because of... It goes back to making terrible decisions. We all make terrible decisions. No matter what choices we make, there are always consequences.
Oh, man.
No matter if they're good or bad. Like, I will say this. I don't know if I've benefited more from my parents being divorced or damaged by my parents' divorce, but I do know that I am a changed person forever. And you can ponder what ifs until the end of time, but what matters is that this is the reality of which we live, and there's no going back to the way things used to be unless you invent time travel and do it yourself.
As they say, live in the moment.
Well, live in the moment.
Well, in the past.
Well, live in the moment is one thing. No, I don't 100% agree with that, because I often look back on the past to remind myself to not make the same mistakes that I used
Well, yeah,
to.
you don't regret or you don't forget your past mistakes. You learn from your past mistakes, but there's no reason to be like, I fucked that up. That could have been different. How could I have done this differently to make that not happen that
dwelling,
way?
yeah,
when
I
it's
agree
things that are not possible to change.
Well,
Yeah.
I agree that dwelling.
You just go like, in my next relationship or like, whatever next endeavor I do, I'm not going to make that same mistake, but I'm not going to worry about how it could have been different if I didn't do it at that point.
No, I agree, and
So that's
dwelling.
what I mean by, like,
that's
live in the
dwelling.
moment.
That's purely dwelling,
Yeah.
and I don't like dwelling. I mean, I dwelled too much on the past mistakes, and I put myself into a depressive state where I literally almost killed myself. So, I didn't. I decided not
Sounds like
to do
a bad
that.
deal to me.
It is. It is a bad deal. It is
I
a bad
love
deal
me,
when-
man. That's what I had to realize. I had to realize I'm the star of my own movie.
Right.
This is my fucking life.
Yeah.
I'm only going to be here once.
True.
So I'm doing it to it, man.
Enjoy.
Whatever I can do, man. I'm
Enjoy
not
it.
dealing with the bullshit no more.
We think you're doing a pretty good job.
I
so far.
appreciate it.
I
dude.
think so too.
Thank
My
you.
man.
Appreciate
Yeah.
it. You know,
Think all
because
you
I've
guys
done
do a
been
pretty
through
good job
it,
so
man.
far.
Yeah, I think so too. I think
I've done been through it.
I'm proud of all y'all. I mean, everything that's led you to where you are right now. I mean, whether it's been good or bad, I mean, it's decisions that you've made, and you live with them, and you don't dwell on them, but learn from them.
Yep.
Especially if they've batteries go dead.
No, no.
Womp womp.
Jesus.
Right down there, dude.
But regardless of dead batteries, though, I think that, we're pretty fucking blessed. Everybody
Yeah.
in this room is blessed.
Yeah.
We get luxuries afforded to us that are literally only afforded to us because of where we were born and the society that we're in. And
Well,
I mean, if you've got like a roof over your head, food in your refrigerator, and a fucking refrigerator at all,
yeah. And air
clean water to
conditioning-
drink,
Clean
oh
water
my
to
god,
drink, air
Enough clean
conditioning,
water to drink,
a
yeah.
car, a fucking money in your bank account. I mean,
but
yeah.
that doesn't affect the way that our brains function and how we react to what our surroundings are either.
Yeah,
You
we just
know.
adapt
True.
so well.
It's the hierarchy of needs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And honestly, I mean, the needs that this woman proclaimed in this, to me, are bullshit.
Oh, she's pampered. She's got all these dudes fucking all over her, doing everything for her, killing people for her.
Yeah.
And
Well-
she's just like, yeah, he did it because of me. Oh, woe is me.
Well,
Oh, well.
My bar.
Well, at least she's not the worst character to be like that. You know who the worst... Actually, I heard someone try to make an argument that the character I'm about to say is one of the best characters ever to be written in fiction history. And I'm just like, are you high off your ass right now? Bella from the Twilight series. I heard that argument, and I'm like, state your case. I'll hear this.
I
Go
know
ahead.
nothing
Go
of it.
ahead. Try me. And they literally went on this tirade.
This is literally
about,
someone who has never read anything good in their life.
well,
probably.
and here's the thing. They went on this tirade
They don't
about
know what
how
good
Bella is such, she's such a tortured soul, and she seeks escape by becoming a vampire and becoming an immortal.
She's
and
both a necrophiliac and a bestialiac or whatever that
well,
would be.
yeah.
Like,
well,
so who the fuck
no,
cares?
No. And here's the thing about it. Bella from the Twilight series is whiny. She complains that her life is terrible when it's really not. Oh, my parents got divorced. Guess
Hold
what?
on.
Join the
Woe
fucking
is
club.
me.
Hold on. I'm calling somebody that cares.
Yep.
Oh, that
They didn't
phone number
answer,
does
did they,
exist.
man?
I'm not even calling anybody.
Good one. But literally, I hear this person's argument, and I actually had to go and reaffirm, like, I was actually still in reality and not in a simulation, because I was just like, is this person for real? They're saying that because Bella is so dependent on Jacob.
We can't
and-
be talking about this.
I
right
know.
now.
I was just like, this is not real. This can't be real. This person has got to be trolling. But no,
This is just
they
a
were being
person that's
real.
never actually watched or read anything good, and so they
Yeah.
have no concept of what good actually is.
Yeah, I imagine them watching Pulp Fiction and be like, wish they were vampires. Yeah, and
I imagine people like that getting kicked in the dick / taint.
I knew somebody who used to like rub poop on the walls in bathrooms but I don't go around talking about their opinions or anything that they think. We just wasted time talking about Twilight, and there's really no reason for that.
Yeah, because I was doing a parable between her and the dumb bitch in this episode.
I agree.
And, you know, I was comparing that to a mentally handicapped person smearing shit.
Which I actually worked in a house like that and did
Yep.
deal with somebody who didn't
They
rub
do
it on the
that.
wall, didn't rub it on the walls, but instead would shit in their bed and not tell anybody about it.
Me
That's
too.
unfortunate.
Me too. I'm not admitting. I'm like, oh my god, how did that shit get
Who
there?
pooped the bed? That's actually an episode of Always
Had to
Sunny,
have
by the
been
way.
you. It wasn't me.
It only works if there's two people in that.
Asshole, Chad, I hate you so much.
Yeah, I would definitely
You
blame
asshole.
it. That's like a genius move. That's like, oh, I shit in the bed. I'm just gonna pretend like what? What?
Must have been a ghost.
How did this shit
Oh
get
my God,
here?
you're
There's
gonna
ghost
kill me.
poop in my bed.
You're gonna kill me, you asshole! Stop it. I'm just.
Right, that's what the crazy person would say. But my asshole, not me. My asshole put that shit there.
What is your asshole sentient?
We went from talking about like sentimental
Evidently,
relationship shit to
assholes.
talking about poop in the bed. So
Thank
I think it's time
God.
we end this episode before we go any darker.
All right, so ladies
I'm okay
and
with this
gentlemen-
ending on sentient assholes.
Thank God.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this episode of Renegade React. This was Cowboy Bebop, Season 1, Episode 10, The Ganymede Elegy. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope we hadn't scared you away with our
Sentient
sparkling
assholes.
conversation there at the
No.
end.
If you got to episode 11, you should have expected this shit by now. So I don't know what you've been thinking.
Hey, off topic is our topic. That's just how we roll.
I'm pretty sure anybody who's still here at this point is thoroughly enjoying this.
I
Bless
hope.
you.
Well, yeah,
hope so.
Yeah, I hope so because otherwise I'm just gonna feel like a complete asshole. All right, so
We
that's gonna
appreciate
do it,
the
ladies
5
and
left.
gentlemen. So until next time, signing off. I'm Nate,
Andrew.
I'm Chad.
I'm Nick.
and if you want to watch the full version of this, links are in the description to our Patreon, where you can enjoy this in all of its entirety and the series in its entire glory. Hopefully, by the time this is out, the whole thing will be out, and we will see you all in the next one. Peace out.
See you, Space Cowboy.